guys, welcome back to another Colorful Keto with Dory, and it is Mondays are MUK'D Mermaid Unicorn Keto, where we talk about the deeper, more emotional side of weight loss and some of the funny things that we go through. And today we're going to talk about when our body changes, when we're shopping for new clothes, some of the emotional things that come up, and what happens when we become a brick house. So, as soon as Wendy joins us, we're going to get started. And until then, we're just going to group house. She should be here any minute. We always go at exactly 7, but I love to shake it. I can't lie. Today is Monday. I'm motivated. I'm ready for the week. I'm super excited for KetoCon. I got my bag packed. We're going to talk about some of the clothes we're bringing. What happened when we went shopping for clothes for KetoCon. There is Miss Wendy. House. Hello, my darling.
Hello.
Happy Monday.
Am I supposed to have my clothes here?
Yes, I got my suitcase ready. We're gonna talk about clothes, but we're gonna talk more than about clothes. So why don't you start with where you want to go? Because this is not just about fashion show. This is gonna be about something way more important.
Absolutely. But first thing I want to know is, am I supposed to have my dresses and my bathing suit here? Because if I am, I gotta go get them.
Okay, well, go grab them. I just brought my whole suitcase thinking we'll decide what we want to show and how much time we have to try stuff. So you go grab your stuff, and I will kind of explain to people why we decided to talk about this today. So when we do our MUK'D Mondays, we really like to deeper explore with you guys the issues that we've had, either personally or issues that we've seen in our group, and we really wanted to talk to you about when you're losing weight rapidly and you're trying to buy clothes for an event. So I'm going to start by telling you guys this. A month ago, we started to shop for KetoCon, and Wendy bought herself a super cute pair of shorts that she's wearing today, and I laughed when she said, "Oh girl, these fit me so good," and I said, "Girl, they ain't gonna fit you in a month."
They're too big.
Oh, you're ready to admit they're too big?
I rolled the legs up and they actually fit better once I did that. And then I'll put a belt on. They'll be fine.
Are you willing to admit they're too big? Because this morning you were like, they're getting too big. And I'm like, girl, them are already too big.
I might admit that we're getting somewhere close to maybe I need a smaller pair of pants.
I'm just going to say, if you have to roll them and wear a belt, that means they are already too big. I win.
But they fit on my butt. They just don't fit my waist and they don't fit my legs.
See, and I have pants like that too, don't I, Miss Wendy? That should fit me because they're a size 7, but just because they should fit me doesn't mean they look nice.
No, that'd be very, very true. That'd be very true. So, tonight we want to talk to you about more than fashion. This weekend, last week we talked to you about how clothes can have emotional attachments, those kinds of things. We talked about how when I put my bathing suit on, I felt really vulnerable. Well, it happened again this weekend. I went out shopping for, I went out grocery shopping, and this shirt caught my attention, and like it's in a store that I have never gotten shopped in before, so I'm like, let's go take a look. Like, I couldn't find the shirt, but I immediately saw this dress, and this dress was amazing, and I went and I put it on, and I instantly had the same feeling I had last weekend when I put the bathing suit on, and I came out and I felt very panicky and very vulnerable, and I'm looking at my husband and I'm like, is this okay? Do I look okay in this? Like, I don't know, and part of it was too big, because for some reason a medium in this store was too big on me, so, I guess I'm going to shrink out of this store. But I finally found a small, and then I went and I put it on, and I melted down again like I did last weekend. And it was, and I was messaging a group of people that Dory is in, her admin chat for her group.
Yes.
And I'm messaging everybody, and like the ugly cry face while I'm messaging them, going, "This isn't okay, you guys! Oh my god! I can't believe how I feel. This is, oh my god, I feel alive!" And they were all extremely supportive and wonderful. But it made me realize a lot of things, you guys. When we put weight on, it doesn't matter whether it's 20 pounds or 220 pounds. We all carry some level of shame.
Yes.
We all look at ourselves in the mirror with a really critical eye. We stop seeing the beautiful individuals that we are, and all we see is our fat suit. All
Yes.
we see is what we perceive to be ugly, because society has taught us that being overweight is ugly. You're not perfect, right? You're imperfect because you don't look like all those Photoshop babes on the fronts of all those magazines.
They don't even look like that.
Sorry?
I said they don't even look like that, just saying.
They don't even look like that either. But for the first time, and I think this is what happened when I put the bathing suit on last weekend, was I was able to see the beautiful woman that my husband sees, that the people around me see. And that is extremely overwhelming, you guys, because when you're used to looking in the mirror and you're used to looking at yourself and you're used to going, "Oh my God, I look ugly," or you go to the closet and you pick out the best thing that fits, not because it makes you feel good, not because, you look really great, but you pick it out because it's the best thing you've got in your closet that kind of looks half decent, and at least you're dressed, right?
Right.
Putting this dress on stepped me out of that paradigm and into a totally different wardrobe mindset. And I actually, for the first time, saw myself as a woman for the first time in a very long time. I've been dressing very masculinely, very, yoga pants, jeans, dress pants, but no dresses, very few skirts, very few blouses. I have not been feminine. I have been very masculine. So I put this dress on and I didn't recognize myself as a feminine, beautiful woman.
Yes.
And that is deeply impactful. When everyone around you is looking at you and saying, "You look beautiful, you look wonderful," and you're looking in the mirror and you still see 275 pounds. And then all of a sudden, you put on a piece of clothing that shows you are no longer 275 pounds, and it is really overwhelming. Really overwhelming.
Yes.
I'm going to put that dress on for you. I'm going to let Dory talk.
Okay. Yes, you put the dress on, and I'm going to chat a little bit about the clothes that I want to talk about as well. Because for me, same thing. I never really got to wear cute, fun things, all the fashions that, we see the thin girls wear, and it looks cute on them, but we replicate it, and it never looks right on us. And I think that you need to be able to step out of your regular fashion box and accept that we don't have that same body shape anymore. We don't have to be limited to just black clothes, just blue jeans, just fabric that drapes off of us like a tent. So be open to trying new things, to trying new styles, because as your body changes and shifts, different things will look nice on you as well. Now, I'm so excited. We're ready. We're ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So this dress made me melt down.
Ba, 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 ba.
Hours after I got home, because it's really, really hard to see myself like this.
Woo!
Because I'm not accustomed to looking like this. Like, look at ruffles.
Oh, I love it.
My hair's done. Like, I look like I'm actually put together, and I have curves and I have a shape, and they don't make clothes that do this for people who are larger.
Your
clothes make you feel like crap all the time. You know, the only women I've ever seen that are really well put together have had to spend a lot of money on their wardrobes. And most of us, it's cost prohibitive, you know? So then we're stuck with whatever's out at Walmart. Well, let's face it, whatever's on at Walmart is usually not fashion forward.
Yes.
It does not make you feel good.
No.
Oh, Keto, thank you. Oh my God, Wendy, you look hot as well, sister.
Right? So while you're chatting.
Oh yeah, this dress. I sat in this dress on Saturday.
And cried.
For about 3 hours, and I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried until I figured out all the things that were getting to me. So this is dress choice number 1 for Friday Night Girls Night.
Yes.
Just saying, guys, because this is pretty nice.
While you're chatting, should I try on my halter dress or bathing suit first?
Let's do dresses first and say bathing suits.
Okay, so you chat with them, and I will get my halter dress on while you talk about your experience over the weekend.
Okay, so I have a lot of notes written down because there were a lot of things that I realized over the weekend. You know, when you get bigger, you start giving up on clothes. When you get bigger, right? You give up on finding clothes that fit you well and finding clothes that don't accentuate the things that you don't want them to accentuate. And eventually you just start putting on whatever, and that's how you feel. You feel like whatever. You know? I felt fat and frumpy, and I didn't feel like I deserved better, so you know, going shopping was always such a challenge. I mean, I'd put things on and then the critical eye and the monkey chatter, and I'd often walk out from shopping experiences just feeling really defeated and really demoralized, or I'd bring something home and it didn't really feel 100% good because it didn't really fit right, but I bought it because I needed something, you know. I figured that okay was good enough, but you know, good enough, you're dying inside. A little bit of you dies on the inside every time you look in the mirror and you go, well, that's good enough, when it's really, you know, it's not making you look like I feel in this dress. When you put your clothes on, you need to feel like I feel when I put this dress on. You need to put your clothes on and go, wow, I look pretty put together. Wow, you know what, that really accentuates my butt. Wow, look how that hangs off my boobs and curves with my curves. You want your clothes to make you feel good. And I know that I never felt good when I was dressed before. Even my wedding dress didn't fit me right, for goodness sake. And I had it fitted like 6 days before the wedding. Are you
ready? Are you ready? Because you guys are going to die. Like, you're going to actually die here. Check
look
this out. Now, look, it is open at the back.
It is beautiful.
Isn't that stunning? And this is not something I ever would have been brave enough to wear. Like, ever in a million years. And I won't lie. Even putting it on now, I'm like, I do feel a little self-conscious. You know, wearing it, I do feel a little bit naked, but at the same point, I know it looks nice on the shape of my new body.
It absolutely does. Absolutely does. You know, I might dare to say that you look kind of sexy there, Miss Joy.
Right? Woo!
And then think about that. When you were 290 pounds, did you feel sexy, girl?
Never, ever.
Once did you feel sexy. I put this on, I felt beautiful, I felt feminine, I felt sexy, I felt all kinds of feelings I haven't felt in a really, really, really long time. And it was really overwhelming to realize how much I had shut myself down from being a woman simply because the fashion isn't there.
Because it's not made for you. Like, girl, I dreamed for years that I could wear pretty slinky halter dresses like this. But I'm going to tell you what, I had 4 distinct back fat rolls. There was never, even if I found a beautiful plus size dress with an open back, there weren't ever no chance I was going to wear something with an open back. I gave up on anything with an open back in my 20s. I'm 42. I'm almost 43. I'm going to wear me a backless dress. What?
FYI, this body, 49, thank you very much.
Right? Hello?
Keto Miss said I hated going anywhere fun when I was bigger because I didn't have anything to wear and look good and was constantly comparing to others. Tracy says, oh, Dory's so pretty. Shirley says you're both stunning. Keto Miss is whistling at us.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! You know, and I talked about this last week too, about how when we are obese, we blanket ourselves with blankets, not just one, many blankets of shame, okay? Because not only do we shame ourselves, we have the people in our family who make the comments. Mine were always, Wendy, did you put 5 pounds on? Because, like, who could ever see 5 pounds on anybody? You know, Wendy Lynn, are you losing weight? Like,
oh, no.
I was always hearing about my weight, you know. Dory had people say super crappy things to her. I didn't even get the honor of those. But, Dory, please tell them about your pretty face.
Oh, you know, I think that started when I was 10. I was 10 the first time someone said to me, oh, Dory, you have such a pretty face. If you could just lose weight, you'd be stunning. And that never stopped. It never stopped from the time I was 10. And it was from everyone. Everyone from, you know, kids I went to school with to teachers that would say things like that to you. Boys weren't even shy to say, you know, I really like you. I like everything about your personality, but you're just too big a girl for me to date. There was never really any shame. Nobody felt bad about saying, oh, I love everything about you. Yay, I'm ready. Except your body.
Okay, so I bought a couple dresses, and I actually bought these in 2 different prints because I like the dress so much. So this is number 1. So we have this one, which I like a whole lot. Love, girl. Seriously, guys, like this was not an expensive dress. And look how it fits. It is beautiful. So this is dress number 1 for me. Dory's changing again.
Yes.
So I was talking about the blankets of shame. And, you know, we have shame from ourselves. We have shame from others. As you heard, people say really shitty things to you and think they can get away with it because you're fat. You don't care. You're used to it. You know? Keto Miss says, my late dad told me many times, honey, you really need to lose weight. And like we all get the messaging. All of us. It doesn't matter how we get it. We get it. You know? I had some complications when I was pregnant when I had my kids. And, you know, the messaging came back to me that it was my body. It was my fault. Things didn't work right. You know? So I went through a long period of time believing that my body just didn't do what it was supposed to do when really most of it was out of my control and not my fault, you know. I also used to keep my hair extremely short. I hid behind that. I punished myself with short hair, right? Thank you, Tracy. She says I look so awesome. I punished myself with short hair because I was already unattractive, so what the hell difference did it make? As my hair gets longer and I let it go, it's going to be awfully big. And, you know, I'm trying to tame it down a bit with a hairdryer, but lots of times I don't. So when my hair gets longer, it also gets really poofy. So I went through some really bad hair stages. I tried going blonde. Like I did all kinds of things to try and make myself look, woo, I see sexy lady.
Okay,
looking feel better, but then I just started punishing and hiding behind everything. Layers of clothes, short croppy hairdos. I did it all. I punished myself some fierce for being overweight. Okay, Dory, let's see this dress, babe.
This one I'm kind of excited to show you guys because I'm not going to lie. When I originally purchased this dress, it was with the idea that it probably would never leave my house. It was meant to be as a nightie. It was marketed as a dress. But when I bought it, it didn't fit me well enough to wear it out in public. But I'm just going to stand up so you can see that it is a really pretty,
it's a high-low,
really pretty little dress that I'm going to wear for Friday night for ladies' night.
Nice.
And I never imagined that that was the kind of something that I could wear ever in a million years. Ever.
Well, like, look at those collarbones there, dude.
Right?
You got, like, all
what is up with that?
Yes, look at the collarbones. Right?
Right? Who knew? I never knew I had that. I never knew I had that. And actually, we talk about these ones quite a bit. Look it's this and these. I was telling you, and I was like, oh, I didn't know I actually had, where you could see my shoulder blades. That has never, ever, ever been in my life. I've never seen bones in my back, in my shoulders, in my neck. They're kind of pretty.
Yeah, you got bones there, dude. So, Shirley's saying, hold on a minute, that so many people ask me, how did I get my husband to look at you and then look at him? What does he see in you? I had people say that to you. I was dating and getting these really hot guys, and I was like 205 pounds. I was heavier than I am right now, and I'd have these really hot young guys. I was in my 30s. I had these young 20-somethings that were all over me.
Oh, yes.
And then I had people just look at me and say, how did you get him? Well, you know what? You don't have to be Barbie. Try having a personality.
Do you know what? I'm going to tell you about one time that literally happened to me. I was at the bar with my ex, who was a very small man. I was 290 pounds. He was 135 pounds, 5'2". And we went out to the bar. He was playing pool, and this teeny little thing strolls by. She's about 19, and I see her propping herself up to kind of flirt with my guy on the way by. She's so awkward. She stumbles, trips all over herself. He walks up to me, lays a big kiss on me, and she looks at her girlfriend and says, ugh, why is he with that? What does she have that I don't have? And I walked right by her and I said, number one, little girl, a personality. And number two, that guy. That's what I've got that you don't have, little one. We're ready.
Okay, so this is dress number 2 of the dress I was just wearing, but this is everyone's favorite.
Yes.
This one I got it in this pinky coral. Same dress, totally different look.
Love.
I've never ever bought something that I liked so much that I got 2 of it. Because, I liked it that much and it fits me so well and it looks so good. So this is also a contender for Friday night, but it's still hung up on the green one.
I'm going to say you're turning into me. Because in my bigger girl days, if I found something I liked, I bought that in every color. Because you don't know when you're going to find something you like again.
So Keto Miss says you're bona fide beautiful, my friend. And let me see. And Keto Miss also said that her dad meant well, but it still hurt like hell, and it does. I mean, that's just how it goes. So like I was saying, I punish myself for not looking acceptable. I punish myself for not having control over my food, over my eating, over my weight, over my health. I punished myself for everything. I'm always telling you guys, like, you really need to, maybe I'm not always telling you, but I should be always telling you guys, you need to be your own best friends. You need to treat yourselves as if you were with your best friend, because you should be your best friend. Tracy says she buys every color. Well, I only bought 2. And that was lots. But then there's Dory's going to come back with clothes, and I don't want to start another subject, but
I'm just about ready, and I'm going to show them the dress I'm bringing for you. The dress that I'm bringing for you, because
to try this one on, because man, oh man, it's pretty.
The fit is gorgeous. The color is rust, which is not a Dory color, but I can just imagine this being a gorgeous color on you, Miss Wendy. So that is this dress.
Oh, I can't wait.
And it's got the beautiful kerchief bottom on it.
Yup. Oh,
so
kerchief
this
bottom. Let me do that.
Woo!
One. This is so much fun.
I know, right? I love playing fashion show. I can't lie. That's always my favorite game is play fashion show. And I'll tell you what, guys, if this dress was black or purple or pink or blue, I would wear it all day long. I love the cut of it. The feel of it is gorgeous. The cut is amazing. The color, I just can't wear this color rust with my beautiful hairs. So it's for Wendy. And while we're talking about that, I want you guys to see. So this is my extra bag in case my bag is overweight. Because you guys know how much I love my Nancy from Keto for Real Life People. And we share the same taste in colors and styles of clothes. So even though I wouldn't normally bring secondhand clothes to somebody, I'm bringing a whole bag of stuff to Nancy because we share the same style. So what I did was I suctioned it down to keep it small, and then I put it into a separate bag just in case it makes my suitcase overweight. But some of these are things that I was wearing in November at the beginning of my videos. This is my last year's bathing suit. A lot of the tops that I really, really love that I know Nancy will love. So I'm bringing just the one dress for Wendy, but I have a whole bunch of clothes that I'm bringing for Nancy as well. And unfortunately, Wendy's so much taller than me that I don't really think a lot of my clothing would fit her, just based on the fact that I am 5'5" and you are 5'8". But I'm super, super excited about getting this one dress on you because it's going to look good. We're ready!
Cover up, but... Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're unfrozen.
I showed it to Dory. She said, just put a tie around it and it'll look like a dress. So I did. And I'm probably going to wear this tomorrow driving my Mustang with the top down because it's really pretty and it's comfortable. There is this.
Oh.
Now I can't get up, but you can see it's got different levels. So you can see how it's short here. It's curvy like the other dress that Dory just had on. And but when I'm around it, it totally changed the look of the dress. And I have my picture, it does ride up a little bit. But this is very tonight. Every time I look down, I'm like, wow, this is and I get to that. That's really profound. I've clothes for so long that you feel fat, not attractive in. To put something like this on just makes you feel like $1 million. It really does.
Yes. Okay, so I'm getting on bathing suit next while you chat.
Ooh, bathing suit. Okay, so here's the thing, though, is that I realized I've been telling people all day that, we're going to talk about the numbers that don't matter. So we have talked about, thank you so much, you guys. We're talking about, I don't know what the hell we've been talking about. We've been talking about how the number on the scale doesn't matter, right? It's your gravitational pull on the earth at any given moment. It does not accurately weigh what's going on in your body. It doesn't tell you the truth. Well, guess what? Clothing sizes don't tell you the truth either. Now, Dory and I were talking about how in the 80s, when I was 144 pounds at 5'8", I was a 14. When I was 190 pounds at 5'8", I was a 16 to 18, depending on the pants. Now, I'm 188 pounds, I'm a size 10, and there's something really misconstrued in the size 10, rising of clothes. in the 80s, it was still really restrictive. I mean, you got to think about it. We came out of fashion of the 50s, right? We're talking about leave it to TV. Life always had to look very put together. So, you know, those were the kinds of clothes that you were coming across. And everybody was very concerned with staying tiny, you know, and now look at you. People have gotten bigger. Vanity, they have created larger sizes that are small and those numbers don't matter. Because, you know, as Dory will tell you, Dory is about to shrink out of most stores and have to buy in the kids section. What are clothes in the kids section?
Okay.
That's not a vanity size. That isn't vanity.
Okay, give me a second. Your sound is all terrible. Let me pop you out and pop you back in, because your sound is just awful. So let me pop you out and pop you right back in. Okay, let's get her back in, because that sound was just... Okay, it says she's unable to join, so we're just going to give her a second to be able to come back. Because I don't know about you guys, but that was all garbly, and I was not able to hear her. Okay, good. So at least it wasn't just me that I couldn't just hear her. So we will give her a minute to get her issue sorted out. I'm assuming it's on her end, because it won't let her rejoin. Oh, there we go. Let's get her back in. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm so ready. I'm ready to show my bathing suit. Yay! Okay, you're good now. Let us hear a little sound from you.
Okay.
Awesome.
La 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 la.
La la. Awesome. You were just all garbly and weird, and it was like, me. So you're awesome now. You can continue.
I can continue. I don't know where you guys didn't hear me from. So show us your bathing suit. No,
Okay.
I'll put mine on.
Okay, so this is my first ever two-piece bathing suit, actually. And this one is a size 10, and I'm actually really kind of impressed. And then I got me this cute little cover-up to go with it. Just a cute little over-the-hip cover-up, because I'm not going to lie, I'm not quite ready to stick out my thigh curtains in public. You know, I think I'm being pretty brave by sticking out my arms and by buying me a two-piece bathing suit, because I've never had a two-piece bathing suit. And I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I bought 3. I bought me 3 two-piece bathing suits. I'm bringing me 3 sundresses and 3 bathing suits. And I'll have my capris I'm wearing and a couple of tank tops. But if I need more than that, I'll just go shopping for it. Because it's going to be hot.
A bit of that when I get down there.
I'm going to pre-warn you guys, my hair might get really funky and weird. It is humid there. So I'm just going to pre-warn you. Like, I might get really weird hair on me. Please love me if my hair is ugly. Please.
Yes, please, because man, when my hair goes in the humidity, it really goes in the humidity.
Yeah. It'll be like that episode of Friends when they go on vacation and Monica has to get her hair braided, and then she gets obsessed with the sound of the seashells. Click, 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 click. Although, it's not the Caribbean. I don't think we could get our hair braided in Austin. Maybe not with the seashells anyways.
So, you know, this whole two-piece bathing suit thing is overrated. Just saying, trying to put this bra on is a challenge.
Ha
There we go.
Well, and I'm not going to lie to you guys.
You know what? Well, I've never worn one before, so I'm figuring my way around it.
Well, and I have 2 two-piece bathing suits because one is a teeny little bit. I'll show you guys while we're waiting for Wendy. This one is a teeny little bit too big, and the other one is a teeny little bit too small, because I'm an in-between size. Yet again, in another thing, shocking, Dory's an in-between size. And the bottoms are a teeny little bit big. The top is a teeny little bit too big. But when I go the next size down, guess what? They're a teeny little bit too small. And I thought, you know what? I'm planning 2 weeks in advance for KetoCon. I better bring them both, because I don't know which one is going to fit me.
Okay.
I might swell in the heat.
So, you know what? We've shown our bellies, so I guess now I can show here is the bikini
Woo!
that I ended up buying. And you know what? I'm pretty pleased with it. Look, like it's not horrible.
It's
I saw
not.
pictures of my back end today. It wasn't the end of the world.
No.
Yeah, there's a little bit of pudge in here, but that'll go eventually.
Yes.
I got most of my C-section scar covered, so that's pretty good. My husband loved it. That was always a bonus when your husband loves it. When you send him pictures and he says, that's the one I like, you kind of go with it.
Hubba, hubba.
Thank you guys. So this is the first time I've ever worn a bikini, and I'm imagining that, a couple of minutes in Texas sun and I should be thoroughly red and, have some nice tan lines.
Which actually reminded me, I was going to go do some tanning and I never got around to it this week. Dang it, I might have to try to go tan tomorrow and Wednesday. I'm going to burn like a lobster, baby.
Yeah, you and me both. I like this though, because check this out, guys. This is actually a crisscross top, so you could wear it down a little lower, but I don't need any help, like, encouraging this back fat right here. So you can see how it is a crisscross. So I just tucked it up higher because I don't really want the extra little encouragement of the, little bit of back fat that's there. It doesn't need to be poking out of that one little spot.
Oh, God. So after, I'm going to show you my back fat butterfly one, because I haven't looked at it since we looked at it when I bought it. I'm hoping it looks better. I just don't know.
Thank you so much, Tracy. So, you guys are getting to see a whole lot of us these days. Dory, get a spray on, Keto Miss says.
Do you know what? Last time I got spray on, my fingers and my feet were orange. And as the week went on, they got more and more orange.
Yeah, that's how you want to go to KetoCon, orange.
Yeah, I don't really want to be orange.
You know what? I really want you to work with me and Wendy. Don't mind my orange toes.
Right? That's Oompa Loompa is an attractive look. I think you're underrating.
I just took a big slug of tea, right?
I saw that. You just about brought that out your nose, girl.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
so guys, I think the thing I want you guys to really take home is the idea that the numbers on those tags don't mean anything either, because they're skewed just as bad as everything else out there, your scale, everything. And you know what? Those numbers on those tags drive women to anorexia, to bulimia, to all kinds of messed up thinking, and guys too. It's not just for women, but, most of us here are women, so I'm just, referencing that. But really, when you're looking at these numbers on the scale and you're looking at these numbers on the tags, and if you're relating your self-worth to those numbers, it can really, really mess with your head. So just like the scale, don't pay attention to the number on the tag. Pay attention to how that piece of clothing fits on your body and how it makes you feel and how it looks where it's sitting.
And you know what? I'm going to say this. Nobody ever died.
At the bottom of her feet turned black and orange palms.
Yes. And you know what? Nobody ever died from sticking out their fat in public. I'm just going to put that out there. How many 60-year-old men with 8-month-old pregnant bellies do you see walking down the beach in a thong and they ain't got no shame?
So what are you wearing?
So I have on my actual bikini. Now it's a separate, because again, I don't have a matchy bottom for it, but I'm going to wear it with my black bottom. And then I have this super cute skirt that matches but this is my very first actual legitimate bikini. Not a tankini, but an actual legitimate bikini.
Look at you, it's so cute.
Isn't that cute? What?
It is cute.
And you know what? The back isn't even that bad.
No, it looks great, Dory.
I mean, yeah, I have a little bit of back fat, but considering I used to have 4 distinct rolls that rolled into another, I'm pleased with that. I don't mind sticking out that little, look at that. It's a teeny little roll. Would anybody other than me even notice if I wasn't poking it? Just saying.
Absolutely not. Keto List says that Dory, you look so good. Keto Mama Mafia says, love that, Dory. I know, I'm in the same spot, like, tucking things around because there's some weird loose skin things happening over here and around my boobs and whatever. But you know what? Like, this is really cool. I never thought in a million years I would never have thought I would put a bikini on.
Ever. Like, and you know what? When I put this on for Wendy last month, she was like, "Oh my God, do you feel naked?" I feel naked for you, Dory. Like, I feel really naked for you. And I was like, you know what? Oddly enough, I don't feel naked in this. Like, my bikini top, my little skirt, I actually don't feel naked. I feel like, I assume other girls felt when they went to the beach. I never knew what they felt like. I was always like mortified that I had to squeeze all that into like a size 4X bathing suit. Because I'm just going to put it out there and say anything that comes in a 4X is not attractive. And they always have the built-on skirt and the weird ruffle.
No, and you're going back to the earlier conversation, they just don't make things. Like, I saw a dress yesterday and I went, wow, that's a really nice dress, and then realized it was made for plus size. I said, well, gee, it's about time. Too bad I can't wear that, but I don't want to wear that now.
Now, speaking
I've already shrunk out of that.
Of plus size, I am taking one dress.
Okay, so hold on a minute. Keto Miss says, y'all bathing suits are so cute on y'all, lucky ladies. Tracy says, oh my God, it's so great. It looks even better than the other one. Seriously, Dory.
I love it.
And Shirley says, I think you're both looking sexy and fine. Keto Miss says, my apron is still too big for regular bikini bottom, but skirt bottoms are okay. And that's fine.
Okay, so...
And Keto Liz asked where I got my bathing suit. I got my bathing suit at La Vie en Rose. Where the heck did I go yesterday? La Vie en Rose, where was I? I can't remember. If I was in Barrie? I can't remember which way I went yesterday. I guess I was in Barrie. Must have been.
Okay, so while we're talking about...
I don't know, anyway, it was La Vie en Rose, that's where I got it.
While we're talking about plus size dresses, I want to show you guys again the one dress that I kept. Now, Wendy and I did do a live before where I put this on. But I want you guys to see, this is the one and only piece of clothing that I kept from way back when. Because I only kept one.
It's a cover-up, Dory.
Yeah, and it still is not a bad style. If you tie it nice and tight, it's kind of cute. But once upon a time, this dress fit me like skin, and it made me look like I was pregnant. I remember seeing a picture of myself in it, and I thought, why do I look pregnant standing next to my 5-year-old child? Please, somebody shoot me now.
And you know what, ladies, I want you to think about this. So, Dory has a beautiful bikini top and a skirted bottom, right?
Yeah.
So I have someone in one of my groups who posted today, and she was wearing a bikini top. I'm like, hey, congratulations, you're wearing a bikini. Well, I'm still wearing shorts.
That's okay.
So, you know what? That's fine.
That's okay.
You are still wearing two pieces. It doesn't matter if it's a matching bottom, if it's a skirt like Dory, if it's a pair of bike shorts.
It doesn't
The fact
matter.
is, you have two pieces on, and this part of your body is naked.
Yeah.
You do.
For the first time ever.
The top and the bottom are different. Nobody cares.
Nobody.
Nobody cares.
It's about finding something that makes you feel beautiful. These items of clothing make me feel beautiful. They make me feel things that I never got to feel in clothes before. Because like you said, it was just good enough. That's good enough. I've got clothes on. I'm good enough to leave the house.
Yeah, there's no enthusiasm in good enough. There's just, okay, I'm passable. At least people won't be judging me today. Or maybe they won't judge me. At least I'm not judging me. So I guess that's okay. You know, Keto Mama Mafia says, you both look beautiful. Thank you so much, sweetheart. You know, okay is not okay. okay, it's not okay. Do you know, when I fell apart in that clothing store on Saturday, I'm looking at my husband and I'm overwhelmed by all of this. You know, and the sales girl comes up to me and I'm like, look, like, you know, I've lost 87 pounds. I'm blown away by the fact that I can even shop in this store, you know. But I wasn't anticipating when you're bigger. I hate using the word fat, but you know what? When you're bigger and you're thinking about all you think about is how you want to lose weight.
Yeah.
You want to get back to a body that looks even like this. And you don't think about all the other ramifications, the emotional ramifications, the physical ramifications. There's all kinds of other things that go hand in hand with losing this weight. I never anticipated in a million years, the level of vulnerability and the level of the amount of shame that I have been releasing by wearing things just like this. Because I have been so ashamed of myself. I've been ashamed of my body. I've been ashamed of how I look. And like I said, I've been punishing myself. And, you know, I don't even know that I was doing it all that consciously. It's kind of all this stuff kind of came up. But, you know, the thing is I, too, have spent my life, you know, measuring myself against the scale, measuring myself against clothing sizes. And now I've discovered none of that means anything. You know, those numbers are arbitrary. And if you go from one designer to another, a size 10 is going to fit you in one and not in another. You know, right now I'm discovering that I'm in a 10. Like, it doesn't matter whether it's got stretch or not. I'm in a 10, which just in this body doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is. Oh, so what you got on
I have
now?
to tell you, I'm so excited. So now, when I went to the store to pick bikinis, I picked this one because I like the way that it looks. Now, I won't lie. When I turned around, it gave me a back fat butterfly. And I say that in the most loving way, and I giggled my butt off in the store. I even called over the sales girl, and I was like, check out my back fat butterfly, which is really awesome because she knows my son who's 20. They're friends. So, you know, she likes it when I share things like that. My son likes it too, just saying. But I bought it anyways because I thought, you know what? I used to have 4 distinct back fat rolls. If all I've got left is a bikini top that, again, I was in between. Do I buy one that's a little big or do I buy one that's a teeny bit too small? So I bought the one that was a teeny bit small thinking, well, it's a whole month still till KetoCon. Hopefully it will fit me better when the time comes. Now, I have not put this on since I very first purchased it. And the day I tried it on for Wendy, I put it on. She took a screenshot of what my back looked like. And she said, oh, it doesn't look as bad as you think it does. And I was like, oh my God, that looks way worse than I thought it looked. I didn't think it looked that bad. I actually thought it looked cuter than that. And I saw the picture and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. But at the same point, I still giggled. Like, did we not laugh about the back fat butterfly for like a half a freaking hour? About the back fat butterfly.
We did, but you know, at the end of the day, that doesn't matter either, you know?
No. So I'm ready to show this one. Check that out. What?
Look at the boobage.
Right? I was like, oh, look at, they don't even look like they saggy or nothing. They look like they sitting exactly where they're supposed to be. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to show you my back fat butterfly because it like actually though makes me giggle.
See,
it actually makes me giggle.
There's nothing there, dude. Like,
well, I
turn
can
around
see
again.
it. It sticks
turn
out.
around.
But it totally makes me giggle. Like,
okay.
I don't hate it.
I did take a screenshot so that you can take a look at it later.
Okay. But I think it's cute. Like, honestly, there was a time where I would die. I would be mortified to show that. But I was like, you know what? It's kind of cute. And I kind of want a butterfly tan on my back. So I think I might wear this one the day that we do mermaid pictures so that I can get a cute tan line on my back.
Shirley loves your halter, Dory.
I love it. It's just so fun. Ardeen is super cheap too, girls. Super cheap.
That's what I said, keto mama mafia. There isn't back fat butterfly. It's flat. That's why I took your picture. There's no back fat butterfly.
It was when I bought it, though, and I still bought it. Anyways, because I was like, you know what? It's going to go away. It's transitional.
The amazing thing about keto, though.
It's all keto. All of it. In all honesty, all of it. And the little bit of exercising that we've been doing, I'm noticing a difference in my thighs. I'm noticing a difference in my stomach, in my hips. I can even start to feel the beginning of the ab muscles building. And the reason why I know that is because I've noticed that my stomach has started to pull in this way, and I can feel muscle under here that I never had before. And I can see it shifting. Like, it used to be, my apron used to stick out past my hip. Like, past my hip. And look at that, it doesn't anymore. It no longer sticks out past my hip. So as it shifts, it's all just pulling in and then tightening up.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, Shirley says, really, that's amazing. My girls have gone south. Yeah, you know what? Without these great bras and really good support, my girls, we already had this discussion a couple weeks ago when I actually bought some bras that fit properly. I was like, wow, ladies, you really need to buy proper over-the-shoulder boulder holders because, man, it makes a difference for how you feel about yourself.
It does. It really, really, really does make a difference. And I'm not going to lie. When I'm all done losing my weight, I'm probably going to get a boob lift. I'm probably going to do that. Because you know what? I want to have a body that I am pleased with. And you know what? That might not be an okay choice for everybody. But it's something that I want for me. Because I want that for me.
Shirley says that Licenza is her godsend. Yes, Licenza is great. I bought some bras there a couple weeks ago. I was in heaven.
It's awesome. Like, awesome, awesome. And I never could shop there before. I mean, when I went to Licenza before, at the time, I was buying a 52 triple D, and they had exactly one style in that bra. It was red, and it looked like something my grandmother would have refused to wear. And I was like, oh, so that's not going to work for me, just saying.
Keto Miss said that hers are heading south again after a reduction back in 2000, so I get that. I never had any of those things. All I had was boobs that carried an awful lot of extra fat, and now they don't have all that extra fat, and they're kind of looking a little on the sad side, but you know what? I'll take them.
I'll take it too, because you know what? I miss my old big gigantic boobs. I can't lie. I used to have like boobs bigger than your head, and I kind of miss those boobs. I can't lie. I was known for my boobs. Like, they walked into a room before I did. People referred to me as them, and they would say things like, your boobs are so big they got their own zip code. You know, stuff like that. And I do. I miss my giant boobs. But I do not miss the double-decker hiney that matched them. So I will take my membership to the Itty Bitty Titty Club over, like, the double badonkadonk any day. Thank you very much. Now, question, do you have to, like, pay actual dues? Because, you know, I've never had to worry about the Itty Bitty Titty Club before, and now I'm starting to get concerned. Like, I don't know, is there meetings? Do I have to pay something? I just don't know. I don't know.
Keto Miss said, I had freaking basketballs.
Oh, yes, girl. Like, oh my God. I'll have to find a picture for you, actually. While you're chatting, I'm going to find a picture. My goodness. Because even in this picture, I had already lost 30 pounds, and my boobs were still, like, freaking ginormous. I swear I had, like, the biggest boobs ever. It was insane. And like I said, I do kind of miss them. Oh, while we're on this one, we were talking about weird body phases in your group. And one of our lovelies was talking about how she started to lose weight in her face, and that feels really nice. She started to get compliments about losing weight in her face. Now, if only the bottom end would catch up. Now, I'm going to pre-warn you guys, This is after I had lost 30 pounds. So only 30 pounds. But I'm going to tell you, it all came from here, and ain't none of it come from there. Let me see if I can angle this so you guys can see better. Do you see how weirdly, oddly shaped I was? Like, can you see that? Like, just for an actual moment. Take that in. Take that in for a moment. How, you know, thin my face looks. And how, like, literally, and there's one in here that I looked at that made it look worse. And I was like, what? What the heck? Actually, what the heck, though? What? And it was weird. Like, when I started to lose weight, dude, it was so weird. Now, this one is me next to other people for reference. And I remember when I first took this picture thinking, oh, look at how thin I look. Until I look at myself compared to, like, actual other people. And I was like, wow, did I ever not look thin?
Whoa.
Wow. And I was like, holy man, why do I look like I am wide like a dump truck? Because I had already lost 30 pounds at that point. Like, I was down 30 pounds. I should look thinner than that, right? Like, but at the same point, here's the ridiculous thing. That was 260 pounds. I was 260 pounds and thinking, well, why don't I look thinner than that? I feel like I should look thinner than that. Well, because you know what? 260 pounds ain't thin, girl. Like, I don't know what planet you think you're on, but 200, oh God, this is the one. Oh, my shame. Okay, so this is my, like, actual shame, okay? So please don't judge me. But this is the one picture that made me realize, like, oh my God, why do I look wide like a dump truck? And what the heck is going on with my boobs? Just saying. Why? Why? But I'm going to say, oh my God, the dress is fabulous. I love that purse. My jewelry is on point. But seriously, why do I look like I'm wide as a dump truck? Like, actually, though, look at how wide I am across the stomach. What is up with that, yo? Like, what is actually up with that? There is no way, if you're in a weird phase, that it was weirder than that. Because that junk got weird. Like, weird.
Nancy called it, oh, come on, comments. No, come on. Oh, sure, no. Well, let me scroll back to Nancy. Oh, there we go. Okay. Nancy called it, I call it orange on a watermelon syndrome.
Yes.
And Sherry said, who is that lady in pink? It's Dory. Dory's free weight loss.
That's me. And oh my goodness. Okay, so this is how big my boobies used to be. And this is after losing 30 pounds. And I'd already lost a lot of boob by then. But just be jealous. Just saying, like, oh my goodness, look at that. Like, this is why I was, like, known for my boobies, girl. Look at that. My boobies was bigger than my head.
It's hard to tell in that picture, Dory. You can see it, but we can't see it.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not. I'll have to take it off here and post it, because I only have them on this camera. I never did anything with these pictures, because I won't lie. Once I got home, I was so horrified with how I looked in them. I haven't really looked at them. I put them away. These pictures are 6 years old, and I haven't really looked at them since, to be honest with you. This was the convention that I went to go speak with. This is my doctor who did my surgery. And this, again, is down 30 pounds. But this is what I looked like down by 30 pounds.
Oh, yeah, you got boobs in there.
I got me the boobies still. But you know what? I'll trade this for that.
Boobs, girl. You weren't kidding.
I know. It's all about the boobies.
You know, Mama Mafia says you looked completely different.
I did, honestly. And here's the funny thing. I never imagined that this is what my face actually looked like. Like, never in a million years. When people said to me, oh, you're so pretty if you could lose weight, I never even imagined what my face would look like. My face was so round. And girl, I spent so much time contouring, highlighting, shadowing, dark underneath of the chin so you couldn't see all the rolls, you know, deep underneath the cheekbones to give you a cheekbone look, highlight on the top. And you know what, now I don't even wear blush because my cheekbones, they do this all by themselves now. I don't do that. I don't put makeup on to get that look anymore. Now it's just what my face looks like. And that's an exciting thought, because I never imagined that this is what my face actually looked like. Not in a million years. Did you imagine this is what your face looked like underneath all of that? Oh, that means we run out of time. So I'm going to flip you guys around and I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. I did not get to say goodbye to Instagram, but I did not notice we ran out of time. So I love you, darlings. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and for talking about clothes and some of the things beyond clothing and how that affects us. Have an awesome, awesome day. Now, we're going to do our Wednesday Getting Over the Hump in the afternoon because Wendy has to get up super, super early for her flight on Thursday. So I cannot wait to hang out with you guys on Wednesday. We're going to spend 20 minutes with the science and the silly, and we're getting over that hump, baby. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Bye. We love you so much.